Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on your go-to afternoon news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're now live at Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. Former Senator Antonio Trillanes appeared before the House as lawmakers sought documents and testimony over allegations tied to Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment case. Vice President Sara Duterte's liabilities rose to nearly 10 million pesos in 2024 as lawmakers review her assets and wealth declarations in connection with an impeachment complaint. Transport Group Manibela alleges violations in the jeepney service program, saying some operators failed to grant fare discounts and properly inform passengers of their benefits. Senator Panfilo Lacson said Martin Romualdez missed chances to testify in a Senate probe into the 2025 budget as investigations into alleged irregularities continue. U.S. President Donald Trump extended a ceasefire with Iran, maintaining a naval blockade while canceling planned peace talks in Pakistan amid ongoing tensions. Airfares are rising after regulators increased fuel surcharges to level 19, significantly raising extra costs for both domestic and international flights this April. NBA star Victor Wembanyama exited Game 2 after a head injury and entered concussion protocol just a day after being named Defensive Player of the Year. South Korean police are seeking the arrest of Hive chairman Bang Si-hyuk over alleged fraud linked to the company's 2019 stock market debut. Today is April 22nd, 2026, Wednesday, and I'm Eliana Lacap bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. Former Senator Antonio Trillanes appeared at the House of Representatives on Wednesday after hearing on impeachment complaints against Vice President Sara Duterte. Lawmakers requested him to submit original or certified true copies of the documents tied to allegations of unexplained wealth and undisclosed assets. He was also asked to testify on claims involving alleged multi-billion to billion peso bank transactions. Meanwhile, Vice President Sara Duterte's liabilities, along with those of her husband lawyer Manasseh Carpio, rose to 9.95 million in 2024, up from 3.75 million in 2022, based on her statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth submitted to the House Justice Committee. The 2024 balance showed a net worth of 88.5 million pesos, higher than 77.5 million pesos in 2023. Lawmakers are examining the documents as part of an impeachment complaint involving allegations of unexplained wealth and undisclosed assets. A transport group has raised concerns over alleged violations in the government service contracting program for jeepneys. Manibela claims some participating units are not granting the mandatory 20% fare discount to passengers and have also failed to display regular required fare discount tarpaulins. The group says commuters reported being unaware of their entitlement. It also flagged concerns over payment sharing between drivers and cooperatives and urged the LTFRB to clarify the scheme. Manibela is calling for higher per kilometer rates to improve driver earnings and participation. The Senate President Pro Tempore Panfilo Lacson said former House Speaker Martin Romualdez was given at least 2 opportunities to testify under oath before the Blue Ribbon Committee on the 2025 budget controversy, but failed to attend scheduled hearings. Lacson noted the invitations were part of an ongoing probe into alleged irregularities in infrastructure funding. Romualdez has denied any role in the controversy, instead pointing to other officials. Meanwhile, the Ombudsman has moved to restrict his travel amid the continuing investigation. U.S. President Donald Trump has announced an extension of the ceasefire with Iran, allowing more time for negotiations while maintaining a naval blockade of Iranian ports. The decision came just hours before the truce was set to expire, following reported requests from Pakistani leaders and internal political divisions in Iran. The White House also confirmed that Vice President J.D. Vance's planned trip to Pakistan for peace talks has been cancelled. The move signals ongoing diplomatic tensions as efforts to secure a longer-term agreement continue. Now, airline passengers are facing higher travel costs after the Civil Aeronautics Board raised the fuel surcharge to a record level 19 for the remainder of April, up from level 8 earlier this month. The increase significantly boosts added fees, with domestic flights over 1,000 kilometers rising to as much as 1,834 pesos, while long-haul international routes now exceed 15,000 pesos in surcharges. Authorities said adjustment reflects volatile global fuel prices. Airlines must seek approval before implementing the hike, which will be reviewed every 15 days. The Philippine stocks closed lower as the benchmark PSEI slipped to 0.34% to 5,998.07, while the broader all-shares index also declined by 0.25%. Most sectoral indices were in the red, led by industrials and holding firms, while services and property posted modest gains. Among the most active stocks, ICTSI bucked the trend with gains, while Jollibee, BDO, and BPI declined. Market activity reflects cautious investor sentiment amid mixed sector performance and ongoing economic concerns. Now, San Antonio Spurs star Victor Wembanyama suffered a head injury and exited early in Game 2 of their Western Conference playoff series against the Portland Trail Blazers on Tuesday, which is Wednesday, Manila time. The French standout collided with Drew Holiday in the second quarter, hitting his head on the floor and later being ruled out after entering concussion protocol. The injury came just a day after he was named NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Wembanyama had scored 35 points in Game 1's victory. Now, South Korean police have requested an arrest warrant for HYBE founder and chairman Bang Si-hyuk over alleged fraudulent trading linked to the company's 2019 IPO. Investigators claim he may have gained around 190 billion won, or about 7.75 billion pesos, by allegedly misleading early investors and facilitating share sales to a private equity fund tied to associates. Bang's legal team denied wrongdoing, say he fully cooperated with authorities. He has been under a travel ban since August of 2025 as the investigation continues. Now, Tribune, did you know on this day in 1970, the United States marked the first ever Earth Day, an event that would grow into a global environmental movement. Millions of people took part in demonstrations, cleanup drives, and awareness campaigns aimed at protecting the planet. The initiative helped raise public concern over pollution, conservation, and climate issues, leading to stronger environmental policies in the years that followed. What began as a nationwide call to action has since evolved into an annual worldwide observance, promoting sustainability and environmental responsibility across generations. Now, this afternoon's video shows what could happen if you work overtime a little too much. The funny skit uploaded by an Instagram user has garnered 3.4 million views and has netizens laughing. One commenter even said, "Parang natakot tuloy ako mag-overtime." Let's watch this.
Nakalimutan kong ilak yung pintuan tsaka bunutin yung rice ko. Ay, wala na. Pumanaw na. O, pumanaw na. Ano na? Alis na ako, ha? Diyos ko. Yung kabaong mo lang yan, ibibigay sa'yo ng magulang mo. Yung plywood lang, yung hindi aesthetic, walang gold. Tapos, ililibing ka pa sa public cemetery. GP5 mo naman namatay. Yan, overtime pa. Alis na ako, ha? Pakisabi na lang kay mama. Ay, patay ka na pala. Alis na ako. O ma, ay, kaluluwa na lang pala ako, hindi na ako marinig. Libing nyo na lang to. Pabay na.
And that's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Eliana Lacap, and this has been Tribune News on Q.